Okay, so we've gone ahead and recorded now. Okay, so hi, my name is Stephanie. I'm one of the educator associates here. Previously, a little bit of my background, I used to actually be a preschool teacher that used Learning Genie myself. So I know this program very well since, like I said, I used to be in the child development field myself. So I'm very familiar with this piece. So this is going to be our agenda for today. Go ahead and share the next slide. So a little bit about what family engagement is. I know some of you may be brand new to your school. Maybe you haven't used family engagement. I know this is an existing user webinar, but just a little background about what it is. It's kind of like, I like to explain it like a little Facebook feed, but it's more in an educational access for teachers to connect with parents and the children as well. So it's sending information such as like video books, learning media channels, sharing images, videos, things like that. And the parents are able to, they'll be able to save those images and videos, and they can also do two-way messaging. So in different languages. So if your parents speak other languages besides English, there's over 104 languages that Learning Genie is actually accessible for them to utilize and get rid of that language barrier between them. So it's very, very beneficial during these times of COVID. And if your school is, transitioning into virtual classrooms, there's also areas where you can create virtual events, things like that. So let me go ahead and next slide. So this is just how couple of slides of how teachers around the nation are using Learning Genie to facilitate their learning experience with the children. So here is our little agenda for the day. We will go over how to onboard parents and different family members. We'll go over the family engagement dashboard, where we show data tracking information from the video books and learning media channels. We'll also go over activities and how to post lesson plans. We'll also go over how to share video books, those learning media channels we went over, reminders. We'll go over creating events, having those messages back and forth, and we'll also do parent app. And the Q&A time is the whole time during the chat box. So make sure you go and, put your questions in there on the chat box. Okay, so like no matter what we do, the most important piece of family engagement is being able to successfully onboard these parents. So don't worry, after the training, within about maximum time frame of 2 days, you will be receiving resources from us, from your email that you registered with us today, with parent resources such as the YouTube tutorial videos that we offer, as well as handbooks for you also. You'll all receive that information for your needs in case you want more, more information on how to onboard the parents. Okay. So, and also we have an exciting reward if your school is able to reach, over 100% of onboarding, you will be receiving our unicorn and little friend pens. I have one right here, but we have little carrots, bunnies, we have different ones. So we will ship those to your agency for the top 3 classes. Okay, and then we do get this question a lot. Please don't email us. We will be sending you the training certificate after the training, but it might take us about 2 to 3 days since we're blasting those emails out to everybody. So just be patient on that. And also, we will not be giving access to editing the certificate itself. What you have to do, I got this emailed about 56 times, I counted. I had to email everyone back the directions on the email. Please first make a copy from that Google that we give you access to view, make a copy. You're going to save that copy, and then you will be able to directly edit your name and print out the certificate. Again, don't email us back that you want access to our files. We can't give you access to editing, but what you can do is make a copy and then add your name for those certificates for the end of today's training. Okay. All right, so let's go back here. Also, you can visit our YouTube channel in case you want to send out to parents to their emails. We have parent tutorials, how they can download the app, how they can use the app, how they can send you home observations in case your school does do the portfolios on Learning Genie. And we also have staff tutorials. So basically, anything that I explained for you today, you'll be able to find that under our YouTube channel called Learning Genie. All right, and then if you do have any questions, not necessarily about the training, but just have like technical difficulties or things like that, you are more than welcome to reach our help desk. Yeah, so there is that. And you will be getting a little, you'll have the copy of my slideshows as well. So let me stop this. Okay, so we're gonna go into Learning Genie on here. All right, we're gonna sign in. All right, we're gonna go into my email. All right, so in here, we're first going to go over how to invite parents. I know for some of you, this might already be reviewed information. I'm just gonna go over it one more time in case you are, again, a brand new user to Learning Genie. So when you go into learning-genie.com, again, I am on my desktop. If you are following along through the tablet, or your phone, what you're going to do is head over to the green roster tab. So go ahead, I'm gonna go ahead and sign in really quickly in case you all wanted to follow along with the tablet or phone. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now. Give me 1 second. Okay. So is where you're at, or your phone, you are going to go and find the green roster tab. So it kind of looks like this. Oops, it's kind of really bright in my room. Okay, so it's this green tab. This is where we're going to be following along in case you're on your phone or you're on a tablet device. From there, you will see all of your children in case you have children in your classroom. And then you will see this button called Invite Families. That is where I will be clicking on Invite Families. You can see my board of, oh, hold on, it disappeared. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so you can see my little Invite Families in case you wanted to invite families through your tablet or your smartphone. But if I'm in the desktop, I will click where it says Parents. So when I click on that, it's the same exact description that I was sharing with you on the tablet. And there's two different ways of inviting parents. There's a parent code route, and then there's an email invitation route as well. Okay, so for the parent code invitation route, this is, I like to kind of say that we used to use this method a lot pre-COVID times when you were actually seeing the parents in person. But if your school is open in physical form, then this could be a route that you go for. So for example, let's say that you see each child's name right here. I see Test Child. There's Samantha Diaz, Sarah Diaz, Jordan Lewis. These are all fake children. They don't actually exist out there. But we have parent codes designated to their names. So these parent codes, they're only a one-time used code. So what that means is if I were to give Samantha Diaz parent this code HKMEPEK, they can only use that once on the parent code when they're downloading their app. So if I were to click generate code, or I can click generate code at the top, this one's going to generate a PDF paper and send it to my email as a teacher. And then this PDF paper I would give to the parent in person. Again, that's how it would work like if you were actually helping them out in person. You could do that route, or you can generate code individually per child. And it'll have English instructions and Spanish instructions on the bottom. Now, if you go the email invitation route, this is one of the most used ways just because it's a lot more accessible, that you don't have to see them, in person to give it to them. So if I click here, I can see the children that still have yet to be invited. So if you have brand new children being enrolled, they might be in here. So on the invitation needed. So you'll go ahead and enter that parent's email so that they can get onboarded into family engagement. And then you would click invites. Now, under pending, these are children that we already sent out their invitation. The parent just has yet to actually sign up with the account. So I purposely left Andrew expire. So parents have up to 30 days to actually create their account. So after those 30 days finish off, their little account will get actually expired. The invitation will get expired. So what what teachers have to do is go back onto the pencil and click send invitation here again. So you just have to resend that invitation so that they receive it again. Or you can change the email here. Maybe they misspelled the email when they gave it to you. You misspelled the email, it happens all the time. Or maybe they changed their mind. They're like, oh, that was my work email. Here, let me give you my brand new one. So when I go and change it and you send that brand new one, this old one will be deactivated automatically. You can also, when you're pending, if you have more than one parent that is interested in going into family engagement, I can just click on the three little dots and click invite another family member on here. Now, onboarded, this is where you'll see everybody that's already been onboarded on this side of the piece, okay? And if I ever wanted to, again, invite extra people that have already been onboarded, I'll just go click on the three lines again, click invite another family member. Check in with your admins how many families members are okay in being invited, because we don't give a limit. So there's no limit to how many parents can get, or parents or other adult members like aunts, uncles, step parents, grandparents, even like siblings, older siblings, maybe even a neighbor. So plethora of people can actually come into family engagement. Just make sure you check in with the main parent of contact and your admins if this is okay to have more than like 2 family members in each child's engagement piece. All right, that was a lot of information, but hopefully that was a review for a lot of you. I know, again, this was a webinar for existing users. So on here, I'm going to show you how you can actually upload files such as lesson plans. So if you have lesson plans, newsletters, monthly calendars, anything like that you wanted to share as a file attachment, you will click inside your classroom directly in here. And under engagement, we are going to click on the engagement tab. If you are on the tablet or on your phone, the engagement tab on there is colored red. The tab is red, however, files are not actually accessible through your phone or your tablet. You have to go through the computer desktop or the computer laptop, actual internet for learning, learning-genie.com. And so for me to attach a file, I already see one right here. I'm gonna go ahead and delete that and redo it all over again so you guys can see how I did that. So here is my date on here. If I ever wanted to backtrack to some old dates of information that I added, anything that's highlighted in green here will show me history of things that I've posted as a teacher on those days. Okay, so for example, I'm in here on my engagement tab again. I'll go into the green plus sign, and I can see here that it pops up all the different icons. So the icons that you see here will also be on the engagement tab. They just look a little different from the platform of it. So when I click on the red plus sign on my tablet, they're gonna look like this. That's how they look like on the tablet. So if you see that screen, you're in the right area. But we'll go over how to do the tablet postings versus the desktop postings. So in here, I'm gonna go ahead and add my plus sign and select all my children are going to receive my lesson plan. So I click select, and for my details, I can say something like, hi parents, I'm sharing with you my lesson plan of the week. Again, if you have it for the month, bi-weekly, however your school does it, go ahead. You can do your details, whatever is customized to the way that you post things. And then you would go under attach file on here, and these are going to be derived directly from your desktop on here. So I'm going to go and search for my weekly lesson plan. So there I see my document. So I'm going to click open, and it's going to attach my file on here. So there is my weekly lesson plan document. If I use like something like Google Docs as well, you can also add Google Docs in here, or any other URL. If you wanted to share a child's blog with activities, you can do that too. So there's a lot of opportunities for you to be creative under the you know, the details piece. So you can say, I will share the lesson plan through Google Docs as well. So then you would go into your Google Docs. I already have it opened myself, but parents are able to view it through PDF, through Google, through anything that you post. They don't have to have that app or whatever. They don't have to have it on their device to view anything. So I'm just going to copy and paste that and go back in here and post my Google Doc on here. So I'm going to go ahead and save now. So there's that. I wanted to show you all very quickly too. If your parents speak other languages besides English, and you're wondering, how can I translate my documents without having to create them all over again, let's say in Spanish or something? So you can go into Google Docs, and they have a little tool which is super cool called Tools, and you'll go into Translate Document, and when I click that button, it's actually going to create a brand new copy of whatever language I wanted. And I went ahead and did it for you all, so you could see my example of my lesson plan being translated directly from Google on here. And if I needed to save this as a different file, I can always download it as a Word document, a PDF document, anything like that. So that's just there for in case you all wanted to see how to translate things. Google Doc is my best friend, so I'm just wanted to share that tip out there for you all. Okay. So that was all of that for files, how to upload files. Again, that is something that is only really accessible through the actual the internet site, not on the app. Okay.
Can I ask a question for that, please?
Go ahead and go on the chat box. My coworker Morgan, she's answering all those questions. Go under the more, and there's a chat box on there for you to answer for any questions. Okay, So I am going to go and move into the actual tablet now, how to post those different things. So I'm going to stop this share and go back into my iPhone, my iPad. So Learning Genie just does translate anything you write as a teacher, but I'm talking about actual documents like PDF files. Those don't get translated. So yeah. How do you get Google Docs? Make sure that you have to have a Gmail account for Google Docs for you to utilize that. Attachment, I just went over that, Stephanie, how to create attachments. You would go into learning-genie.com, go into your engagement, where I was at, and you have to have the attachment already downloaded onto your desktop for that. Hold on, everybody. My iPad's being a little slow. I'm gonna stop this again. Morgan, is there any way you could share your screen for the tablet? I could give you my password and you can log in for me, and I'll talk still. If you
Okay.
can.
Yeah, do you want yours?
Yeah, I'll chat you my password and my login in a moment.
Okay, cool.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this webinar will be recorded for everyone. Just please wait 2 to 3 days to receive that webinar recording. Also, we will send out the slides and other Q&A questions that weren't answered.
Yeah, everyone's having a copy, don't worry. And then this should be my password, Morgan.
Okay.
If not, that doesn't work, just use the master one.
Did you message me on WeChat?
Yeah, this is the same exact training as Tuesday. If you already here from Tuesday, you already saw me, you heard everything I said. I guess if we need to relearn everything, you can, but it's the same information.
I'm not getting it.
It's not working?
I didn't see your message. Do you want me to just log into my account?
I just wanted to show them everything I already had in there so I don't feel lost.
Did you see my message to you?
Yeah, I'm able to see your stuff. I put it under Morgan Learning Genie. I'll WeChat you the information, Morgan.
Oh,
okay. You thought I was on, yeah.
Yeah, okay, I got it.
You got it? Okay.
Uh-huh.
Perfect. Sorry, everybody.
Technical difficulties.
What happened? I can't see anything.
Yeah, I'll resume. Okay, we're resuming.
Thank you. Yeah, I can't record now. Okay, awesome. So in here, we can see a couple of things that I've already added from before. I did these on my morning training, some reminders, some activities I've added. So all of these things. So we'll just go and share with you how to post things. So Morgan, if you can click on the red plus sign at the top. Okay, and then from there, we'll go into activity. The activity piece is really cool on the tablet. It does allow you, you're gonna add like a description of your activity if you wanted to send this out to parents. So something, for example, I don't know, hi parents, please have the children work on an outside activity, have them use their body to do, a circuit of, I don't know, like a circuit of like jumping jacks or something like that, you know? So this is more of like body movement and gross motor skills. So that's it. You're just going to leave that there. And for example, if I had a picture in my gallery, Morgan might not have anything, but there's a little boy in soccer, so, or anything like that. We're just going to use that for today's, you know, example, but you can add different images on there. So I can add up to 4 files on my activity post through a combination of images and a combination of recording. So for the recording piece, if you are in a virtual classroom at the moment, you can record up to 5 minutes of video. So if you wanted to do a quick little video for your kiddos, how to do X, Y, and Z, like an activity, maybe you wanted to do instructions, you can go ahead and actually record yourself on your phone or tablet first, and then upload through the Learning Genie app on there. And then the last one for the recording piece, you can record up to 2 minutes of audio. Okay, and then on the bottom, I did want to share with you all that you can also add children. So you can add more than 1 child. So I can either use my all button on the side, on the right hand corner, my all button, or I can add extra children. So Morgan, if you can go ahead and click that all button. Thank you. And then Morgan, can you go ahead and see if you have a picture on here about like extra children, more than 1, just so I can share with them the blurring effect piece? Okay, perfect. So I have some children on here. I just wanted to share with you what would happen if you had a group image and there is a child in your classroom that has no photo consent from the parents to share their little face to other parents, you know, to other kiddos. So you can see here for Sarah, she does have private photo turned on for her. So I know this is very common for children in the foster care system. They're not able to, you know, for purposes of their identity, they can't show that. So we would have, you know, the child on private photo. The way you add private photo on there is by clicking on the roster tab, which is green. I know at the moment on this, it says attendance/health card, but on your side, it should only say roster if your school doesn't have the health card integrated into your system. So that will be in here. You would click on that, and then you would click on the child to add that on their personal profile for that piece. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to post here. So I just want to share with you what would happen. This little warning sign says, hey, remember you have at least 1 child that doesn't have the private photo consent. It's turned on for them. So I'll click directly on where it says apply privacy filter. So I'll click on that. And now it's gonna allow me to blur any child's face of my choice with the tap of my finger. So what Morgan is doing on her tablet, she's just like clicking on the child, and with her finger, she's blurring it directly on there when they click on that. So then there's also this little sticker area where you can just make things really cute and fun for the parents. If you had, maybe it was a birthday and you wanted to send these images out to the parents, you can use stickers to just make things super fun if you wanted to. So now you can see the blurred effects saved. So when I go and click and post this, you can see that on other children's accounts, those images will be blurred for them right there. Android looks exactly the same. I have an Android phone. I accidentally left it at my work's office. But the tablet and the phone, it should look the same as the Android. The only difference is the little tabs that you see on our left side right now. For a phone, they will be on the bottom. So the tabs will just be on a vertical setting instead of a horizontal setting. That's it. Yeah, so just to blur again, you would just use your finger to blur the picture. When you have a private photo child in there, a child with a photo consent on there. Okay, so moving along, we're gonna go into our video books now. Okay, so I just wanted to share the different libraries that we have. We have the Head Start recommended book list. These are derived from Head Start itself. We also have the dual language learners library, and that was really nice because it will attach both the books in English and a Spanish video version. The last one is the top 100 books for young children. Morgan, can you click directly inside of it? Just want to share with them the top 100 books. I really like this one just because it separates the different age groups for the children. So you can see at the top, it says infant toddlers, the next one says preschool, and the last one says kindergarten. So I can just play around. Again, this is just playing around with the devices and seeing the different books. And I did want to share with them, Morgan, how they can actually search a book for their own choice. So there's a search bar at the top. We're gonna go ahead and look up the rainbow fish. That's fine, rainbow fish. And you can look up any book that you'd like that's children related. And now you will see a plethora of options of the rainbow fish, anything that has that title. So when I click on that first piece, the rainbow fish, I can see the little summary on the bottom, the synopsis for it. And then when I click on select, I will also see that it says, do you want to try adding a video book of the same title? Yes, very, very important. Always click give it a try. If you don't click give it a try, it's not gonna send to parents their little video. So go ahead and do that again one more time, Morgan. Now you will see all of the different options from the rainbow fish read alouds from different people that upload these through YouTube. It's very, very important that you always preview the videos on here so that you just want to make sure that it is the correct video that you wanted to share with other family members. I did see someone saying, where are these icons if working off a desktop? Again, it will be under engagement.
Hold on.
And there will be a little plus sign that's kind of great. English. Hold on. Morgan, you can just mute people if they start talking, just if there's no background noise for that. Okay, and also, if you don't see any engagement tab on your tablet, sorry, can you please mute yourself? I know you're probably talking to your child.
Oh.
Or Morgan, can you just mute them all? You can go on participants mute all. Sorry, I got muted. Okay, so if you don't have engagement on here, go and check with your admins if you even have this feature in there. Some schools may not even have this in their contract. So if you're really wondering why you don't have it, your school might not be paying for it. Yeah, okay. So let's move forward on this. So for us to select a book, go ahead and just finish selecting that book, the first one, Morgan, that's fine. You can see that there's a little comment section. So I kind of like to say here that you can you can have the parent ask the children different open-ended questions right here. So you can make this a little bit more engaging for them, just to have that extra piece of connection. And then your parents can also send you images back to you in case you wanted to see how they were doing during those books. And you can also select different children in your classroom to do so. And you can pick and choose which children receive it as well. It doesn't always have to be everyone, but it can. So yeah, there are my children that we're gonna go and share. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and now look at how to post. We're gonna how to post reminders. So we did the video books, and we'll go into reminders. So I really like the reminder feature just because anytime I create a reminder, it's going to actually sync directly into the parents' Google or Apple Calendar. Whatever their phones have, it will be, you know, synced into those calendars. Yes, the video books are uploaded from YouTube. That's why we ask you all to please review everything. There are no ads though, so that's the only good thing about that. Okay, so here we will just create a random one. Morgan, you can pick any date, that's fine. On there, and it will end at 9. Susanna's saying paying extra for what? If your school, again, your agency administrators did not pay for family engagement use, then you might not have this feature. But if you do have it, then that means you can utilize family engagement. Okay. So with that, we're gonna go ahead and see on the bottom so I think Morgan, just go back right there. Okay, so on here, you can see that it says save as a template or choose a template. So anytime you create a comment down below, I can actually save that and it will be created as a brand new template. So I don't have to keep going and retyping every single time. So right here, I believe Morgan went into choose a template and she had just gone and clicked on that bottom one that said, please make sure you bring a permission slip. So that's so you can see it, Morgan, you can just probably delete that. It's like getting retyped double. Not sure if you can. Yeah, you can probably just delete that. Again, so Morgan, can you just share with them how they can actually create the template, because this is a new feature for them. So just delete everything. Okay, yeah. And then you can say something like, reminder, we are going to be having, I don't know, our virtual circle time. So if you have something like that, you're more than welcome to add like a Zoom link. If you did have one, it's going to be hyperlinked for the parents. So now that you add your comment, the way that you'll create a template is just click on it where it says save as a template. And then you're going to go back to choose a template. And now you'll see at the top, don't click on it, Morgan, because it's going to read double the same typing words. So I just wanted you to see where it would be created when you want to go back on there. Okay, says, is there a class view? We'll see the questions after. Okay, so on that, the reminder is created once it's actually posted. So it's not going to be created when you're typing. It has to be posted to the parents first. So on here, you would see the bottom where it says add children. You'll see all of the kiddos that we saved. And I did want to go very, very quickly. I'm not going to do it, but just show you those little buttons that we have for please bring wipes, clothing, sunscreen, diapers. When we highlight those get saved and it will create a little reminder for the parent as well with the word please bring in the front. So let's just go ahead and post this over. And now you can see our little reminder here. We're going to have our little virtual circle time. Okay, so from that, I think, Morgan, I didn't go over learning media channels. So I think that's the last one I have to go over. So for learning media channels, you can see I have a lot of different little customized channels, but Learning Genie also has their own channels pre-selected for you. So we have things like Khan Academy Kids, we have Learning at Home for preschoolers, for infant toddlers, Music of Movement, and like fatherhood engagement, growth milestones, toddler parenting, and special need parenting. Okay, so there is that piece there. So these are kind of like little fun educational YouTube videos that you can integrate. And how to get your customized channels, you do have to go through your admins for them to add them. So go and check in with them. They will be able to add them on their end of their side of the back end of Learning Genie. Okay, so it's the same idea. Morgan, you can just click on one of them and just share with them how to, like, you know, post a video on here. So in order to access the learning channels, again, you will have to go through your admins for them to add customized channels. This is not something teachers do. Okay, so there is my little music and media little YouTube channel. I can always, you know, view it first. If that's something I wanted to share with the families, I go ahead and click select. Yeah, you can always preview before sending. So this is what we're doing. That's what Morgan was doing right now. She was just viewing the channel before it actually ends up getting posted over to the parents' accounts. Again, this is being recorded, so don't worry if you don't get anything. At least you'll be able to backtrack and, you know, rewind. We also have, again, YouTube is amazing. We have over like 50 videos on every single thing. So if you're wondering, how did I even get here? Go ahead and go on YouTube, and there's like 3-minute videos explaining how to post every single piece, whether it's video books, learning media channels, how to create reminders. All of that is on YouTube. So it's a little bit easier to navigate than having to watch this whole hour presentation. Okay. So now we'll click on add children. If I wanted to add all of my kiddos, I can as well. So that's what I can do just by highlighting and tapping on the kids, and then I can go and post this. The comments are optional. You don't always have to add comments on there. They're just there in case you wanted to make it a little bit more interactive for them. Okay, so I think Morgan's just going through the things that we had been posting here. All right, so Morgan, we're gonna go into events now. So here are some events that I did create. Again, how did I find this? If you are on the desktop, it will be under Manage Family Engagement, and you will click where it says Events. If you are on the desktop again, or Chromebook, laptop, computer, go into Manage Family Engagement. This is the Educator Learning Genie app. Yes, we're in the Educator Learning Genie app at the moment. So if you are on the tablet, you will find that More button on there, and then you'll go into Events. Okay, if you are on your phone, like a smartphone, it's not going to be, there's no More tab on the smartphone, but what you will do, there's 3 little lines up the top on like the left-hand corner. You click on those, and it should navigate you to Events. Okay, and then from here, you can see all the events that we have created. There's like the virtual show and tell circle time. Yeah, so Morgan, can you go and mute everybody? I'm gonna get muted again, and then I'll unmute again. Morgan, can you mute everybody?
Yeah, I'm trying to. Let me see. Okay, mute all. Muted.
Sorry, everybody. Okay. Okay, so from there, I'm going to show you how to create an event. So Morgan, can you go ahead and just share with them where they would create the event? So on the red little plus sign, you would click create events, and then a little plus sign, and then it'll allow you to add your event name. So it was something like Parents Back to School Night or something. Sorry, whoever is talking, can you please mute your thing? I know you're having side conversations. I'm not sure who it is. And okay, all right. You can still hear me even if your screen's muted. Okay, so from there we'll go event description. All right, and then you can say something like, hi parents, we are welcoming you back to our Parents Back to School. It will be done over through Zoom or something like that. Maria, you missed the beginning. We are on that More tab and we are on events. I know Morgan wrote some information in the beginning, so maybe you can just scroll through the chat. Again, it is through, hold on, let me get that and I'll just copy and paste it for you. So iPad for events, more, and then events. If you are on the computer, you're going to go under Manage Family Engagement and go into Events. Oh, I put that under Morgan. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, so it can be as short as that, and then we could put our website link on there as well. It would be zoom.us or whatever it is. Yeah. And then date and time, you would add your date and time that you're creating your events. And the really nice thing about events, I'm not sure if some of you have been using it or not, but it actually allows you to grab RSVP from the parents. Okay, for some of you, it says you don't have permission. Again, that's under something your admins are taking care of. They control what you post. So if they don't want to give you access, they won't give you access. Yeah, so you just have to check in with them what role they're allowing you to do. Sorry about that. Okay, some of you even have control over where you are not able to post anything until your admin goes and actually approves your stuff. Again, that's something they can turn on or off for you. Yeah, check in with them with those pieces. Okay, so we've added our date and time. We can go ahead and do this whenever. And then our location, I just put Zoom so that they know it's at Zoom. And then you can kind of scroll on the bottom. And then there's a last piece of who you select to invite. I'm going to go ahead and click all of my kiddos because I want all of my preschool parents to know to come into this event. And then I will go and save. So our save button in Learning Genie is a check mark on there. Oh, I think it's probably the same. Yeah, there it goes. And then it will give you a little synapse of a summary saying once you publish, all parents will receive email invitations and notifications through their app. So just the way that, what was I gonna say? You get like a text message. You know how you get a text message on your lock screen right here? It'll do that for the parents as well anytime you create something and post something for them, as long as they have the parent app downloaded. Okay, so we'll go ahead and send to the families. All right, so they will receive that email. What is the clean button do? I don't know what clean button means. I'm not sure what they mean by that. Yeah, sorry, Ed. Morgan, are you aware of the clean button? Never heard of that.
No, I don't know what that button does.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm sorry.
I know it's there. I don't know. I don't ever touch that.
Wait, which button?
Do you see it at the bottom? The clean?
No, where? Clean.
Do you not see it on my iPad?
Oh, clean. Who knows what that does? I'm not sure.
Okay, I'll go back to events. Maybe like, oops. Well,
Susanna, we can put that on our follow-up email when we send this out. We mass send the emails out, so that can just be part of our follow-up question. I've never even seen that before. Okay, so that's how you'll create an event. Morgan, I'm not sure if you want to stick to your own child's thing. Unless you just want to log into mine, I can also send you my information if you want to log into my parents' account. Or let me try sharing.
oh, yeah.
I can try sharing again.
Okay.
Hopefully it works this time.
Okay. And then if it doesn't.
Yeah. Can you give me permission? I really don't know where to do that, but.
All participants. Okay. Okay, it should work now. If it doesn't,
Okay. Yeah.
cool.
I'm like hoping that it lets me share this time. It might be just because we have so many people here, but okay, it worked this time. Yay. Okay. All right, so it worked. All right, so we're gonna go into my parents app.
And this is on her iPhone or her Android, by the way.
Yeah. Sorry, just getting all these. Okay, so there is the event invitation right here from the one that Morgan just created with us. It's called the Parents Back to School Night. So I just wanted to share with everybody that the parents, when they receive an event invitation on their parent app, it's kind of like a little pop-up. So I know some of you have done online shopping, and when you're online shopping, there's a little pop-up that says, hey, welcome to our site. Here's a 10% coupon. Enter your email. And you're like, oh man, not again. So that pop-up, kind of the same idea. Parents cannot click anywhere around the app until they acknowledge your event invitations, which is pretty cool, I think, because you'll still get that, you'll still know that they had to receive this. So as a parent, here I am reading the information from my event. It says, we'll be discussing back to school distance learning information. And then there is a little comment box for them to leave any comments in case they had anything. So I can go ahead and click yes as the parent, and then I can add my comment as well below there. Okay, so on there, I'll go ahead and click my comment. I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and say, what is Zoom? Sometimes parents really don't know anything about technology, and that's okay. It's a brand new experience for everyone. I can say something like, I don't have that. So that tells you as a teacher that you might have to go in and actually help them, at least guide them or send them maybe a YouTube video how to download Zoom on their like phone or something. So that's me as a parent saying, I don't have Zoom. How can you help me? And it's telling me that I've had this event be created in my phone's calendar. So it's been saved in my phone's calendar. And then this is all the information that I see as on the parents' end, activities, the learning media videos. And when my child is watching a video, all they do is click directly on the video, and then they will watch it from here on out. So that's how they view that. So it won't take them away from YouTube. That's what I'm trying to say right now. Okay. So I also will share with you how parents will message you back and forth. So in this little message box, here we can go into messages, and I'll click on Maribel right here, and you can see some past messages that I've written back and forth. If a parent does have a different language, it does actually translate to that other language. So for example, I'm not going to do it today just because of time. Our time already is almost 2 o'clock, but I wanted to share with you that if a teacher writes in English per se, and the parents app is in Spanish, it will move to the language of their choice right here. It says, hola Mari, ¿cómo estás hoy? That's what the teacher is saying to the parent, however she wrote in English. So yeah, parents can go and write down below here. I can say, hello. Can you help me with Zoom? I don't know. That's something like I would think a parent would ask a teacher actually. And right here where it says, when I went to send that out, it did tell me that the teacher was in quiet hours. So as a teacher, you do have accessibility to actually, I'm gonna go and sign in. It's gonna kick out Morgan out from that one, but that's okay. I wanted to share with you where you can add your quiet hours for your messages. So in your message tab, it is like a little teal message box. You can see the message. However, it didn't send a notification to the teacher because I currently am in my quiet hours. So this is my time frame that I have. I can add other quiet hours on here Monday through Friday. I can enable that, and it says when enabled, you will receive messages on silent mode. Also, there is a weekend do not disturb. When enabled, you will not be able to receive any messages on Saturday and Sunday. If parents are trying to bug you in the weekend, go ahead and turn that on. They will know that they can't actually send you messages on the weekend time. Okay, the last piece that I wanted to just quickly go over is also, I'm going to share my desktop now and just really quickly show the dashboard on here. So I'm going to go into my teacher app right here. Okay, so for dashboard, we do have, and we've integrated data trackers into the video books as well as the learning media channels. So you actually will know how much a child, per child, each family member has been viewing those books that you've shared with them or those learning media channels. So again, I am on the web right now on the website, not on the app. It's under learning-genie.com, and I'll go into dashboard and click family engagement. This will tell me also how many families have registered. At the moment, we have 5 registered out of 8 children. That's around a 67% status right here. And then on the daily active parent app users, I can scroll my mouse over and also see how many parents have been active per day. I'm not going to go over this again just because of time constraints, but if you want to go ahead and play around with it, I can click on parent onboarding status, and it's going to automatically download me an Excel spreadsheet from all of the parents' emails where their onboarding status is currently at, if they need to receive an invitation, if they're on pending, or if they are already onboarded. And then I can also move my dates here if I wanted to see, if I wanted to backtrack to other extra dates, I can do so here. And now it's going to give me access to data from those previous months. I can backtrack up to a whole year. And if I needed to save this as a PDF, I could too. Now, under books, I just wanted to really quickly share with you all, if I click on here, I can go into each child. For example, test child, that is me right here. I read a book back in May, so I've only read 1 book. So you can see total views. If a child reads a book multiple times, it's going to keep track of their favorite 3 books up here as well. And for example, I did share, for example, like this one, I love my white shoes, earlier today for another client. If I had read this book, it would have told me the viewing duration on here, the total views as well. So total views, it will only change to 1 view as long as a child / parent, whoever was reading the video book, reads it up to an 80% success rate. So if it's 10 minutes long, they have to at least be watching it for 8 minutes for it to change to 1 full view. However, if they only read it for 3 minutes out of 10, it'll still say 3 minutes right here on your side. All right, everybody, I'm going to go ahead and I just want to also share with you, if you're on the website and you couldn't find, I know I saw earlier, they couldn't find where to see the video books on the desktop. I think you were all on the Chromebook. You're going to go into the engagement tab right here. And then from there, you will have to go and click on this little greenish, tealish plus sign. And then you'll go into where it says books. And then that's where you'll see those libraries, or you can just directly enter the name of your book right here and then go on to search. So that's in case if you are on the desktop. You can also do the same thing for learning media. you can do for a reminder, etc., etc. Okay, I'm gonna stop my share now. I know I went over a little bit. Videos. Okay, so I know Morgan's answering those questions. Yeah, so anything posted on activities, like if you record yourself, those don't have data tracker integrated. The only things we keep track of at the moment on Learning Genie is just if you post directly from video books or that learning media icon that I shared with you. Other than that, nothing else is tracked. Just wanted to put that out there. Yeah. Okay, all right, thank you so much, everybody, staying here with me an extra 5 minutes. I know we had a little bit of technical issues, but hopefully that was super helpful, a good refresher for all of you. If you are a brand new teacher, please go to someone that's already experienced with Learning Genie. I was in that same seat in myself. I never got trained myself with Learning Genie when I used to teach, so I know how difficult this can be. So just reach out to all of your coworkers or your admin team. They should be able to help you all, okay? Again, look at our YouTube channel. We have a lot of videos there. All right, everyone take care. Bye-bye.